Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. I think it's Thursday. I am joining y'all from our den. You can see that the wicked stuff behind us is moved. It's actually in our kitchen area, right at our table, which is fun. And we've replaced it with some Christmassy goodness. But of course, still repping wicked stuff now. I've got my pink and green New York sweatshirt on that I got from this last weekend, and very excited. We're going to go see the movie again tomorrow. Curious if you've seen Wicked for Good yet. I'm guessing not a lot have yet, which is fine. I know that it officially comes out tomorrow, but I know there have been like some early pre-screenings and stuff that people have gotten to see. But I have to tell you, we loved it. We really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. The premiere was an incredible experience. And honestly, I'm really excited to see it again tomorrow because truthfully, I think it was kind of hard to focus on um, everything that we were seeing in it and just simply enjoying the movie with all the hype and excitement of the premiere. I am going to start first with building this guy. And then we'll wait for a few more folks to join and we will start our word game. Yeah, video's delayed a bit, but you can see and hear me now. Awesome. It was, I hit go live and it was spiraling and wasn't actually showing me able to be live at all. So I had to hit refresh on the screen. And after hitting refresh, it let me hit go live again. So not sure what that was all about, but I'm glad that it's working now. I'm curious, did it show that I was live at the time when you first joined? But there was no video because on my end, it was just showing like that it was circling to get started. Let me grab some scissors. So this reward, Lego sent me in advance for review, which is fun. They are doing a Lego Insiders weekend. So fun rewards for folks this weekend with fun bonuses and things that you can get. The rewards program is free for anyone to join, and it gives you points that you can earn with every purchase from Lego, and you can use those points either on cash off of sets later, or it came on as you were talking about being back from New York. Interesting. Okay, weird. Anyhow, you can use your rewards points for money off sets, which is great. So I think it's 650 points gives you $5 off, which essentially you get 650 points with a $100 purchase. So I'm not sure why they do the numbers the way they do, but essentially if you spend $100, you get $5 off that can be rewarded or used later. Or you can save those up and use them on the website for Insiders Rewards. So this one will be available starting, I think, tomorrow. It might be the 22nd. I'll double check and I'll put the actual information in the description of this. But I know that it's during Insiders Weekend and it's for 2,400 points. So that's roughly the equivalent of under $20, somewhere just below $20 worth. I always like to quantify it that way because I like to think about if I'm getting something from the Insiders Rewards, how much is that costing me in dollars off of sets? Because I like to save mine usually for dollars off sets. But anyhow, it's really cute. It's this fun little 3D classic space logo, and it even has a little baby space baby. So yeah, let's dive into this. What I was saying when I first joined or when it first started was we are back from New York. It's been a lot of fun to get back to life again here. A lot of this week has been, we didn't really get back until Tuesday night. And so really we've just had a day and a half now at home. But it's been packing up a lot of the supplies that have been spread out all over the house for my Wicked project that I was working on. And it's still all over the house. I still have a lot of work to do. And then just running some errands and things. So I'm excited to finally have some time to build for fun. And also to have a weekend coming up soon where we'll see the movie twice. We're seeing it Friday and we're seeing it on IMAX on Sunday as well. Zach, have you seen it yet, or are you planning to see it soon? You said, is this similar to how the blue shell was? That was the first reward set you think you got? Oh, I think so. Yeah. So when you buy the sets through the rewards program, you basically redeem the rewards points on the Lego Insiders part of the website. And after you redeem those points, it gives you a code that you can type in when you're ordering something online, and it'll drop that in your shopping cart and send it to you free shipping, I believe. So um, I have only ever bought things with the Lego Insiders Rewards when I already qualified for free shipping. So I'm not exactly sure if that's like a guaranteed thing or if you have to pay a certain threshold to get there. But I do know that that's how you redeem it. So, all right, for starters, we put together our space baby. So you can see it's two pieces. So we've got the hat, face, and air tanks, and then we have the body that go together for these space babies. They're so cute. I think at this point we've got blue, pink, and white. Does that sound right? I think that's the colors we've gotten in Space Babies. I would love for them to have included a different color Space Baby in this to give us more that we can add to our collections, but who knows? That blue shell, have you built it yet? That was one that I got as well. I was really excited about because I also bought the Super Mario, and I'm really excited about it. But oh, yay! Thanks, Bill. Um, but yeah, very very excited about building it, and it's just been sitting in our backlog. I haven't had a chance to build it yet, so yeah. Bill, where are you from? Are you yeah? What time is it in your area? And Zach, what time is it for you? I think you're an hour behind me. Definitely plan to see it sometime. Would like to build some Wicked sets before I go to see it. We'll start the bookends this weekend and get the wall art soon. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Those two sets are incredible. The bookends I have gotten to do some really fun modifications of too for the Wicked project that I worked on. And so I'm really excited that tomorrow, hey Ben, tomorrow you'll get to see the final reel that shows, I think tomorrow it'll be on Instagram. Tomorrow or sometimes this weekend, that shows the final reveal of stuff. So I haven't been able to post too much from the premiere yet because that would be spoiling some of the content that Lego has in store for y'all from our incredible experience. Y'all, this was so cool. So yeah. Hi Ben, how's it going? Ben is going to see it tomorrow. We had talked about going together and they invited us, which we already had tickets to see it at that same, or I think like just before the time that they're going to see it, and it just wouldn't make it work out to be able to go see it twice in one day, although I would have if we could have. We are likely going to Waterloo Records tomorrow after the show. We'll see. But they are doing a listening party of the new vinyl, which I'm very excited about. The Wedding Glinda mini doll set looks like a great set too. It really is. The ones that you can just hang out and wait for us. Love it. Sounds good. I need to for sure convince Philip and Marion and Sean to go but I think they're on board. We'll see. I went by yesterday to Waterloo to see if they had the first Wicked vinyl because our first one got messed up. So we need to replace it, and then to just see their new space because they have a new space. If you haven't been yet, it's really cool. Yeah, it was a nice setup there for sure. But when I was there, I was talking to them about the Wicked project that I did, and they were really excited to hear about it. And they said that at their event they might show the videos of the reels of the project with the people who come. So we'll see. That'd be really fun to get a share. Bill, when are you going to go live next? I don't know. I am probably going to be going live quite a bit in December, to be honest. It has been a very busy time leading up to the Wicked project that I had. And so I didn't get to work through as many of the review sets as I've been needing to. And we just got a whole bunch of shipments today that arrived of a lot of stuff that needs to be built for review. So that said, I'm going to need to look at my calendar and see when are the embargo dates for the things that arrived, and when can I go live? But it's probably going to be a lot of live streaming this December. So hopefully lots of people can join and enjoy the builds as we go through them together. I'm very excited about some of the sets that we got for, actually, I'm excited about all the sets we got for review. But it was fun to open the boxes today because we had to put them on hold while we were away in New York. So they all arrived today all at once, which was a lot. So yay, fun. So basically what I'm building is a base. I mean, this is a very simple structured base. In the middle, we've got some use of those jumper plates that's making it so that this can be centered. And we have an axle in the middle. And I think that's going to be to help hold the space logo up in the air. And then I'm guessing once we're done with the base, then we'll get to the good parts of building out the ships and whatnot too. So do tell us what the red carpet experience was like. Oh my gosh. So y'all, this was the coolest experience ever. I never in my life did I think I would be in one of these situations where I got to go to a red carpet. It was so remarkably cool. So my day was actually really wild and busy. Okay, just a second, please hold on that. This comes with this, which is fun. This printed panel. It says Lego Insiders 2025, and it has the Classic Space logo, which is really cool. And so that goes on the front of it too. So it's nice. Anyway, the day was really busy because I had to bring all of the builds that I built for the shoot, and Makira had to bring all of her sewing elements and things for the outfits and whatnot early. And then we had to spend all day Monday filming the Get Ready With Me content that'll be released tomorrow. So I woke up at 5:30 a.m. to get ready. I was at the studio by 7. Philip came with me, and he was such a super helper, which was amazing to have him there, both as a supporter and also just like to have extra hands that knew how to do the Lego and that saw me build all these different things because he knew how to fix things and adjust things and that kind of stuff in the moment, which was like the most helpful ever. It was truly wonderful to get to share this with him, and I'm so grateful that he got to see the experience and that I got to share it with him, because when I came back from Ohio, when I originally filmed with Makira, it was so much fun, and I just like told Philip about every single detail of it because it was so much fun. So this was really special for me to get to have him there to witness it and for them to meet him. Like I really loved that these people that I've been working with for 6 months finally got to meet my husband and get to know him, and they all loved him, of course. So he won them over just as he does everybody, which was just perfect. So anyway, all day long shooting film and photo footage of the looks, which is really cool. And then Makara and I left around, I don't know, I think it was like 4:45. Maybe it was 4 o'clock, but left to get to the, I was in Ohio. I was only there for a photo shoot. Or in a video shoot back in August. I'm actually in Texas though. But yeah, we then rushed over to the red carpet. The red carpet experience was from 5 to 6 p.m. and it was fast. And so we were sent around this. We basically walked in and it was like this long line here, and then it went in a big circle all the way around, and then we went into the theater to get our tickets and stuff. And around the circle, there were at least 8 or 9 different photo stops, like places where you could watch or take your picture and all this kind of stuff. And so that was like really fun and overwhelming, and I have never been to something like this, and I don't know how to pose. So it was just like I was just overwhelmed, but it was the coolest. And everywhere I looked, I was like seeing some celebrities I knew or people that I recognized from online that are like influencers and that kind of stuff. So that was fun. I did get to talk with a few of them. My favorite was I got to talk with Tika the Iggy's dad. So Tika the Iggy is and Kala the Iggy are siblings. They're puppies that Tika just passed away, and it was really sad to see. But they are fashion-forward puppies who go to all these different red carpet events and get all dressed up and dolled up, and their dads take them and they pose, and they're like friends with all the celebrities and everything. And Philip and I watch their content all the time on Instagram. And so I got to meet Kala, who's there, the little puppy, and get to talk with the dad, one of the dads who was there, and chat with him. So that was really fun. I saw Bob the drag queen, and I really wanted to go over and say hi, and I was too nervous, so I didn't. And I'm kicking myself for not saying hi. I even built a Lego clutch that I was carrying with me, and so I could have even shown them my clutch, and I think they would have been proud of me. But I was just way too nervous. So. Did they go to the Shania Twain, the dog wants to go out meme? I think so. Yeah. So they, if you follow or ever get like served any like dog influencer content, you definitely would have seen them. They're the cutest, most adorable dogs for sure. I know I should have said hi. I just honestly, what was happening was like I was trying to stay. We were all trying to like keep pace because you were moving. You were kind of being shepherded through this whole like roundabout walkway, and I was trying to make sure that I was shooting content of Makara. I forgot to shoot content of me. I shot a little bit, but not enough. And then we had someone else there who was shooting content of both of us. And so I just got access to that folder today. And I'm going to look through it and share some of the pictures from that too, because most of my content is me just like being super proud of Makara and the amazing job that she did and the work that we did together collaborating on this really wicked cool project. But yeah, so and then I got to chat with Follow the Yellow Brick Girl and the Oz Vlog, which was really fun. I really love their content. They're both really wonderful people, and that was nice to just chat briefly and say hello and tell them how much I liked their stuff. So that was really really fun. So and Ben says, "What's not to love?" And I'm assuming that's about Philip, and I agree. He is a gem. I feel so lucky to have him by my side as my husband and supporter forever. So it was it was wonderful, all the cheese. But yeah, the red carpet was just beyond what I was expecting. And y'all, I got recognized. This was the weirdest thing to me ever, because like every 10th person knew Makara. Like she has a really big following. She's a super sweet, genuine, kind soul. Like she's a wonderful, wonderful person, and so many people knew her. And so I was just used to like as we walked around, everyone was getting to know her, and they would say like, "Oh, it's so cool that you're here." And then she would say, "Yeah, this is my outfit, and this part," she's like, "This was made by this Lego dude," and would introduce me to all the people, which was really nice of her, really generous. And so we got to uh, see over and over how many people know her and love her and adore her. And we walked into the theater, and this dad comes over to me with his daughter, and he says, "Wait, I know you. You were on Lego Masters." And I just about lost it because I did not expect to have anybody recognize me at all whatsoever. It was so funny to me. And I was like, "Wait, you know me? That's so funny." And he said, "Lego Masters is our family show that we all watch together, and we love it." And he came here with his daughter so that she could see the Wicked premiere. And I was like, "That's so cool." And I met his daughter, and she was really sweet. And I told them, the reason I'm here is actually because of Lego. They invited me to get to help build this couture look that my friend Makara is wearing. And the daughter lost it. She was so excited because she's a huge Makara fan. And so then I got to introduce her to Makara, which made her day, which was super fun. And Philip magically got a ticket to the premiere as well. So he couldn't walk the red carpet with me, but I got to see him once we got inside. We had to sit in different places, but he sat down, and he was sitting right next to this dad and daughter. It was like so random. So it was super, super cool, and like just the best experience ever. Once we got inside, our seats were amazing. We were in like the dead center of the orchestra level, and like just far back enough that like it wasn't craning your neck to see the theater, to see the screen, right? So perfect seats for the film. And then we were inside for a very long time, waiting for the film to start. So that was weird because there was all this adrenaline and excitement and all this stuff, and then it was like, just sit. And I could not relax at all. And I was hungry because we didn't eat until afterward. So let's see what else. Wicked Gold, yes. It's awesome you guys got to experience together given your history with Wicked. I know, it was like it was really the coolest thing ever, and really we lucked out with Philip being able to get a ticket at the last minute, and so I'm so grateful that he was able to get one, and so grateful that he was able to be there to experience it. Like it was just so incredibly special. So yeah, we had a wonderful time. Okay, there we go. All right. So you can see it's a very different build of a level sphere. It's actually much easier to build than a typical one, and it's not as detailed as one that I'm used to building. But it sits in an angle, and I like the way that they use the axle to be able to have it go and sit at an angle. There's a very long axle in this that goes all the way through. I forgot that I was building this to share with y'all. um, but yeah, it was just a cool experience, and um, I don't know when I'll get to have something like that again. It was we I just feel so incredibly grateful and so lucky for this. So yeah, we had a blast. Beyond the red carpet experience, we also just had a blast in New York. Philip is great at finding cool things to do around the city and looking for like neat stuff that's happening. And because it was Wicked Week, there were a million wicked things that we could participate in, which was really fun. Okay, we're using these curves, which I wanted to show you. These curves now are one stud shorter than they used to be. So it used to be one plate shorter than they used to be. Same with any of the curved arches. Arches? Is that what we call these? They're all one plate shorter. So how long is it going to be? Because I want it to be forever. Wicked Week. Wicked Week is happening at least all week in New York, and that was like lots of events and activities and things happening there. Also, all the celebs were there to be interviewed on the Today Show and that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, making a nice curve there. And then yeah, the movie with it officially coming out now. I mean, yeah, it's Wicked Week now. It really is, right? So yeah, Wicked Week just started on Sunday. And I think it's going to continue through. I think we're going to really feel the vibe and excitement for a very long time. So stars are all doing junkets. Yeah, we're starting to see more of the press tour. They really did a very different approach this time. Last time they were very front loaded and heavy with that, and this time it's a little bit. They kind of waited more. So, what was that pop up fan experience you guys found like? It was so cool. So that's one of the things. Like I said, Philip is so good at finding really neat things. It was basically put on by a whole bunch of different companies that came together. I'm guessing Amazon was the leader behind it all because at the very end of the experience was like the big photo thing and whatever. And how long is this video going to be? I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. It just depends. And so, yeah, we went through the event and they had photo stops like along the way, which was really fun. So we got to take our photo at different things like the Wicked logo and a fun backdrop and that kind of thing that had, the cast on it and stuff. They also had, okay, this is a fun way to build an arrow. I love this. It's like building a little spaceship, arrows type spaceship that looks like it's like shooting off, which is fun. So hi, Cassie. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so we walked through, we took our picture at all the different things. Okay, that's really fun. And then we got an Amazon box that everybody's box was different. So ours had a Funko Pop in it. It had the Wicked Uno game, and it had nails, press on nails, not these, but ones that you would put on your nails, which is fun. And then other people's boxes had, I think, Stanley Cups, which are big nowadays. And there was another area where you could draw a number and get a prize. And so I drew a number and got a prize of a Funko Pop. So we got both Glenda and Alphaba, which was nice. And then Philip drew a number and got a lyric book, and he could pick either between Defying Gravity or For Good. So we picked For Good because that's the new movie. And that's what my art piece is called. And that's why we were there in New York, which was fun. No worries. Thanks for joining, Bill. And then we had let's see, what else did we have? Oh, and then they also had the best part, the Lego stuff. So that was the coolest part to me, of course. They had a brick built wizard head. And a brick built Emerald City, which was really cool. So much fun. Bye, Bill. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. It was really neat to see that all in person, and really well built. I would love to be able to have other people see it. It was a really impressive build. And then on the back side, they had a mural, and so it was a collaborative mural where everybody got like a little square. I think it was a 6x6 square, that you would fill in your pattern and then put it on the wall. And we didn't see the final mural reveal because we had to leave, but I'm sure it was the movie poster. Like that's what it was starting to look like. So again, I'm building out the little spaceship, the little mini Galaxy Explorer, which is so cute. So that was by far the coolest part. And then in the Amazon area, they had a video thing where like you could do the Glenda side or the alphabet side, and we chose the alphabet side. And on that side, you got to use some props and things, and they would like kind of direct you in what to do and what to say. And afterward, you got your video, which was fun. So it's cute. It was a well done thing. They also had a yellow brick road all the way across, which was really cool. And then you could take a look at all the merch that they have for the film this time. So, and some of it was like giveaway stuff. All right, here's our final Galaxy Explorer. This is really cute. And of course, Space Baby needs to pilot it. Da, da, da. On the bottom, we've got just a regular square 2x2, and that is how it's going to attach to the posing piece. So we'll do that like this. Da, 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 da. And we'll try and attach it. One thing I find with these posing pieces, and I've used these a lot in the last few months with this Wicked project that I've been working on too, is that if you push them through a 1x1 with a hole, you like, it's hard to attach it to anything with a stud. Like I like to attach the plate with the hole first and then push this through, because otherwise the rod part of it pushes through too far and it makes it so that it can't stand anymore. All right, there we go. Let's try this one more time. Ta-da! All right, there's the final build. It's cute. It's really cute. Is this worth $20? I don't know, but I like it. I think it's adorable. I love classic space anything, so I'm a sucker for classic space. And I like the size and scale of this one. Right? It's adorable. Ben, do you think that you would pay 20 for this? I'm curious on your thoughts on price. Because it's 2,400 points in the Lego Insiders points, if I remember correctly. So that's roughly, it's just under $20. I think it's worth maybe 15. But it's still cute. It's super cute. Plus, you do get another Space Baby. You get that printed part. Sure, it's about 200 pieces. Yeah, it is. Good question. 150 pieces, actually. So, fewer. But yeah, it's cute. When we think about the prices that we see for a lot of the Insiders rewards, this matches what the other ones have been, I think. So, not that surprising. All right, who wants to play a game? Everybody has to say yes. You don't have a choice. So to play a game. All right, so we're gonna play a guessing game. And the way we're gonna do this is I'm going to have you guess letters, and I'm gonna put them on here. And if you don't, yeah, I thought it should be about a $15 set too. If you guess a letter that's wrong, I will put it up on this little board so that you can keep track of the letters that are wrong. Once you figure out what the answer is, I want you to put, what emoji do we want to do? It's Thanksgiving month. So do 3 smiley faces if as soon as you figure out what it is, but don't actually shout out what it is, because it's more fun to play until we fill up all the letters of it as well. So what we'll do is I'll have you pick a letter. If the letter's in here, I will put it on. If it's not in here, I will put it on this so that you can keep track. You can only guess vowels after you've guessed 2 consonants, and we'll alternate between people. So right now we've got Ben and Zach on, and if anybody else joins, we'll have them joining the game as well. So since Zach joined first, do you want to pick a letter? Dun, 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 dun. Let me make sure I have my full alphabet here. I think I do. All right. Okay, Ben, let's have you pick a letter. Go ahead and drop it in the chat, whatever letter you think. While we're waiting for Zach, is that Insider set on Insiders now? It will be on it'll be on Insiders, I think, on the 22nd. It might be the 21st, but I'll double check. And I'll text you as soon as we're out of this to let you know. But I think it's the 22nd. Okay, you picked an L. There is an L. Let me see. There might be multiple. Here's one. And again, don't shout out the answer if you figure out what it is. Instead, just put 3 smiley faces in the chat once you think you know what it is. All right, so we have 2 L's. All right. Zach, are you on? I think he might have left for a second. So, Ben, do you want to pick another consonant? T. There is no T. So let me add a T to our board. So there's no T. So that's our first wrong guess. And we will try to get it in with only up to 6 wrong guesses total. I'm going to text Zach real quick and just see if he's going to join for the game. All right. While we wait, go ahead and pick another letter. And if you want, you can pick a vowel or you can do another consonant. So we've got, let's see. Yeah. Just so you know, the first word is 2 letters, next word is 5, and then 4 and 4. C. We have 1 C. It is here. All right. So we have 1 C. Gonna take a big leap and go V. Okay, let's see. There's no V. Welcome back, Zach. If you want, we'll have you guess one more letter before we go back to Ben, since you just joined and Ben's asked a few. So we have no T and no V, but we do have L's and C's. Now, feel free to pick one more letter, and then we'll head back over to Ben. Zach said T earlier too. Oh, okay, cool. So, I missed it. Okay. So you said, I didn't see that you said T. Sorry, I didn't realize you both said it. Okay, cool. In that case, Ben, go ahead with your letter. Also, thanks for playing. I have fun with this. You'd like to buy an A. Okay, there is 1 A right here. All right. Zach, go ahead. If you have one. What's funny is I had posted the picture of this grid, and one of my friends on Instagram saw it, and she couldn't make it to this, but she made a guess too. And this is a Thanksgiving thing, not necessarily. I didn't say that. It is timely. We'll put it that way. So it could be potentially, but again, there's 2 letters, 5 letters, 4 letters, 4 letters. All right. Either of you feel free to drop in a letter, whichever you'd like to, whoever wants to jump in next. Also, thank you both for joining. This is fun. K, and then looks like a B. Okay, we'll try K first, and then we'll try B. There is a K. The K goes here. All right, yep. And then B, let's see. There is no B. All right, so TVB are no-goes. Let's see. Let me move our little friend over so it's not in the way. Also, I should probably have a background behind this so that you can see the open spaces. But it's 2 letters, 5 letters, 4, 4. All right. This would be, I think Zach has the next guess. How much for vowels? As long as you've done 2 consonants between the last vowel, you can guess. So I think you're there because you both did K and B. So if you want to do another vowel, go for it. I. Okay, there is an I. And it goes here. The Vanna White part of this job is tough. Now I see why she got paid the big bucks. All right. Ben, what do you think? M. There's an M. All right. It goes down here. Come on. There we go. All right. We've got an M. Okay, Zach, what's up? What next? Thinking. Okay. Let's see. E. All right. You can't do an E yet because we need one more consonant first. Because we had the I and then the M, so now we need one more consonant. Sorry. Oh, Ben, you're good. Ben, does that mean you think you know the answer? I think it does. So we'll just keep building out the letters until we have them all there. But, oh, fun. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, Zach, give me a consonant. But we'll let you do the E after that consonant if you want. If you still want to do the E. G? There is not a G. Do you still want to do the E as your next pick? Okay, cool. There are E's. There are 2 E's, I think. Yep, so here's the first one. And the second one. down here. All right. And you can either keep guessing, or Ben, if you want to jump in, you can guess. Oops, there's 3 E's. I'm sorry. I missed one. There we go. There we go. Zach, Zach, since Ben knows it, oh, you got it now? Okay, you know what it is? All right, guess another letter. Either of you. I don't care who. P. There's a P. How did you guess? All right. Okay, Ben, what next? N. All right, let's see. We've got an N up here. What's next? H. All right. Of course. Ben, you want to finish it off? If anybody didn't know what it was by this point. Big ol' O, yes! No place like home. So, yay, good job, everybody. Thanks for playing my cheesy little game. This is a new song in Wicked for Good. So they announced this a long time ago, so that shouldn't be a spoiler, hopefully. But they created 2 new songs. One is No Place Like Home, and the other is Girl in the Bubble. And before we went to New York, I quickly built all these letters to have this ready. And I was actually going to try and do it before we went to New York. And then it was just way too crazy and too busy getting ready to go. And I'm glad I didn't try to rush that. But yeah, so I've had this one waiting for a little bit. I wanted to do a Thanksgiving themed like gratitude or something. I wasn't quite sure. But then, of course, I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to do a Wicked themed one because it's Wicked month. I mean, our whole life is Wicked lately. So yeah, so y'all got it with only 4 missing or incorrect letters. So kudos, good job, y'all. I am going to grab the parts that I have from the Christmas train because that's what I was building last. And continue building that with y'all for a little bit if you're interested in still joining. If you have to go, again, feel free to, that's fine. But I'm going to get those parts so I can continue that build. Just let me see. I pulled them off to the side. Here we go. So last live, we got through the train engine. And we got through like the little fun trinkets that come with it, which was fun. I told Philip that he could build the, I'm not going to build all of it today because I want him to be able to build the polar bear. So yeah, but all the trinkets that come with it are these here. That was bag 1. I think just bag 1. And my favorite thing was that 3D printed train, which is actually really, really cool. So we will dive back in. And that was, I think I got through bag 3, so I believe I'd be headed over to bag 4. Let me get to the right page. Looks like it. Yeah, we really hope to get to see you soon too. The event at Waterloo, once you're out of your heater tomorrow, just text me and I'll let you know if we're still there or if we went at all. And if it's still going on and that kind of thing. So you really got to get the sign set. So many people had it for their displays this weekend at the Albuquerque BrickCon. Yeah, like really honestly, I know it didn't do very well in sales, which is disappointing because I think the concept was great. It just like, it was tough with like the colors and everything. I'm loving all the recolor options that we have now. But not everybody gets to have all of that. Like I know I'm lucky that Lego sent me those parts because I asked for them through this special project that they let us do as investors. So I lucked out in that way. And I think for me, it's like, this is what I think the set could have been, you know, if it had all those colors. But truthfully, the amount of tiles that you need on the inside, it could be quite a few depending on what you're trying to spell out. but it also could be relatively minimal depending on what you're trying to spell out too. So I don't think it's too bad. And I was able to do some recoloring before I got the parts from Lego. Really, the bulk of the parts that were really helpful are the black outlines of the letters. So the interior, like all those tiles and things, you can make do with whatever colors you have. I actually had thought about just randomly putting in any color tile on the inside and seeing what it looks like in kind of a rainbow style, where it's not officially rainbow, but just multicolored, you know? And I may try that sometime just to see what it looks like. I think it still would look pretty clean, but I do think the letters look very clean when they're specifically one color. So it looks like I am going to be building now the next train car. And I think this car would be the one that, if you motorize it, would have the motor attached to it. So if it's anything like the last car was, or the last train was. So hi, Bill, welcome back. We've just finished the game. So we spelled out the words, and it spells "No Place Like Home," which is a new song in Wicked for Good. And now I am working on building out the Holiday Express. So last time I got through bags 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to continue here with bag 4, which is the next car in the track. So, Bill, are you a Winter Village builder? Do you like to get the Christmassy type sets? And same with Zach. I can't remember if you'd said you are or not last time. I forget. Ben, I remember you saying that, like, not typically, like, you don't have a big Winter Village setup, but you do have different winter setups around the house. Nice. Yeah, we have a custom table that we basically just like a piece of plywood, not plywood, it's nicer than plywood, but a piece of wood that we had cut down to be a specific table. We screwed in IKEA legs into the bottom so that we can unscrew them and have it all disassembled in the garage during the rest of the year. And we are about to set all that up, probably starting this weekend, which will be fun. So it takes a long time to get set up, and we do a different setup every time. But it is super fun. And I love the way it looks at the end. So we make ours into a seek and find, and hide really fun stories in there so that when people come over to look at it, they can look around and hopefully find all the little hidden details and things. So always fun. Let's see. This is interesting. So these wheels, this is different for me with this style of train. The wheels already have like a little piece on them that sticks in as opposed to sliding them on an axle. So I'm going to slide these inside here. So it's like that instead of going all the way across with an axle. So that's new for me. I don't build trains a ton. I think the last one that I built was the Orient Express, which was gorgeous, and one of my favorites that we've had from Lego Ideas in a while. Yeah, we're gonna do our Winter Village this year, so we'll probably start setting it up this weekend, and then it'll take a couple weeks to get fully set up. Especially because we don't really have a plan. It like the plan comes together as we're building it out. And so I have some ideas of some things I want to put in it, but we'll see. But we did just score a brand new to us set from Bricks and Minifigs, and it's one that I've had my eye on for a long time. It's the Winter Village set that has not the carousel, but the what do you call that with the horses? Lost my words. That's not a carousel, is it? Isn't the carousel this thing? Right? The like upwards one? But the one that goes around this way, is that a carousel? Help me out. So anyway, ours will have merry-go-round. Thank you. I was like, what is that called? Yeah, we got the one that has the merry-go-round that you can ride with the horses. It's a really beautiful set. So one of my goals, we'll see if we get to it, is to motorize it so that that is just constantly going around all the time, because it's set up where you can hand crank it. So hopefully I can adjust and modify it to easily add a motor to it and have it not go too fast. But we'll see. And then we'll probably build out more like Christmas fair potato. Yes, thank you. I love that. I appreciate you being kind in my lack of memory with things sometimes. That's one of the things that I someone had commented on one of my videos recently. It was a reveal video of the Star Trek. Sounds good. It's a reveal video of the Star Trek Next Generation ship. So cool. And commenters on that reveal video have been saying trombone, trombone over and over and over again. And it's because the woman who was talking about the minifigures, when she was talking about the character that had the trombone, accidentally said saxophone. And here's the reality: we are all human. We all make mistakes at different times. It's perfectly fine to misspeak. We don't have to instantly correct people or say someone's dumb because they forgot something or said the wrong thing, right? So I like to push back on the commenters who immediately jump in to like comment that they know the right way to say that. It's like cool, but also she did too. She just misspoke, and that's fine. Like give some grace to people, y'all. And maybe I'm particularly care about that. Well, I particularly care about that because I care about kindness, and to me, it's not very kind to shame someone because they said something wrong. You can correct someone in a nice way, in a compassionate way, right? And also, you don't even need to correct her because it's a video that was already filmed, and someone else corrects her at the end of the video too. So, like, if you keep watching, you see that they figure it out and they get it right, and that's okay. So, anyhow, I love this light blue color. It's so pretty, and I love that we're getting more of it in this train. I think it looks gorgeous with the navy. But yeah, what set of the ones that you've seen revealed recently are you excited about? I know we talked about this last time, but I think since the last time, there have been quite a few reveals. For me personally, and this is one we didn't get to see at Fan Media Days, so it was a big surprise to me. The new architecture set for Paris. That is stunning. It is so beautiful. I'm very excited about that new style of architecture sets, and hopeful that we continue to get more cities because it's just so cool. And I think is a nice replacement for what we were getting in the architecture sets before. I liked them a lot. That was one of my favorite themes earlier on, and I was a little disappointed when we started getting the postcards. Not because I didn't like them, but because it felt like, okay, we're done building these beautiful architecture sets. So this was a nice change for me to see them kind of go back to builds that have more architectural buildings in them that I just think are really pretty. So that would be the one that I think I'm most excited about. But yeah, curious if y'all have seen any reveals, official reveals from Lego that you're excited about. I'm also really excited about the Star Trek one. I didn't get that one for review, and so that's going on my wish list. And eventually, I think I could see us getting that one. Although it's large, we're going to need to continue to make more room for some things because our house is already quite full. So I think we're going to be selling off some of our older Lego sets that we've had for years and years. Maybe soon. We'll see. I don't know. All right. So it looks like this is going to be hollow, which I think is good from a weight standpoint for the train. And also it makes sense that it's hollow if it's going to be able to be removed to put the motor in there. The motors are a little bit heavy for these trains, and so they do tend to make the train go a little bit slower because of the weight. But I'm glad that they didn't add a bunch of extra weight here. Or some extra pieces that you have to remove to fit all that in. So one complaint I've heard, and I agree with this one, is the parts to motorize this train set don't come with every single or you can't, it doesn't come with a set, but even to purchase them, you have to buy them online, and the Lego website doesn't have them in some different cities, or some different countries. So not sure if you wanted to motorize it if you live in a country that doesn't have it, where you could get them. So do you guys have a theme for your holiday villages? Do you change them yearly? We do change them yearly. I don't have a theme yet this year. I suspect there will be some Fortnite stuff in it because I started playing Fortnite this year. And I'll have to look through it, like what came through this year with the um, CMFs and stuff. So probably some Spider-Man will be included in there. But I think this year it'll be like more of a fairgrounds type winter village holiday party type vibe. We'll see. Um, yeah. Each year it is a little bit different though. One year we did more of a I mean, it always has some traditional Winter Village pieces to it. Last year, we kind of split it in half, where we were saying one half is North Pole and the other half is the Winter Village. And the Winter Village side was populated with all of the Disney princesses. And so that was fun. And then the North Pole side was populated with Animal Crossing. so, so we'll see. I do have more Animal Crossing stuff too that I'll probably or that I could include in there. But since that was a lot of the theme last year, I don't want it to be too heavily Animal Crossing. So I also kind of want Philip's opinion on it. We built a ton of Batman stuff this year, so it'd be kind of fun to also get some more Batman details. So usually we have or we just like add some nods to different sets that we built throughout the year in it as well. And just to have some little silly pop culture hidden details. So last year we did Disney Princesses, we did Wicked, we did Animal Crossing, we did Marvel. Marvel is always well represented in our Winter Village. One year we had a whole setup with a stage, and so there was a concert happening, and we decided it was like a Christmas talent show. And so we had all these different acts that were waiting to go on stage for their next performance. So I think I'll bring back something like that again this year because that fits well with like the kind of amusement park type Winter Village theme. All right, fun little wreath there on the side. Building out another one. Pretty simple builds here. What I loved about the train so far, though, is that with the wreath elements, they use those minifigure posing pieces to have them sticking out at just interesting angles. However, a challenge with that is if you look at it straight on, they stick out quite a bit. And so when you have them going around buildings on your Winter Village, it actually makes it kind of difficult to make sure that things don't bump into each other. So that'll be something we'll have to be thoughtful about because we will have this train going around it for sure this year instead of the train from last year. I think last time on the live, we talked about how if you had multiple trains on a track, it'd be fun, but like since they're different weights and the battery power of the motors in each one would be going at slightly different speeds and things, like it's probably unlikely that you could have them both going around the track at the same time because one would probably go faster than the other and then eventually they'd run into each other. So while I'd love to have that set up that way, I don't think that'll happen. We did talk about maybe expanding the Winter Village this year. And if we did, then we could have two different trains going on two different tracks. But I don't know if there'll be room. We'll see. So I'd like to include some other pop culture references from this year of movies that came out this year. And I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'll wait until I reveal what's in our Winter Village. But I have some ideas of some things that we're going to throw in there for sure. Wicked, of course, will be represented though. And I don't know, maybe I should do something actually Lego Masters connected to. So does this set have or come with tracks? It does. So it comes with enough tracks to do one circle. So one full circle loop, which I think is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's 16 of these. Hello. Hi, Jody. We played the word game before you got here. It had 2 letters, 5 letters, 4 letters, 4 letters. So, if you want to just take a guess on what you think it is, I could tell you if you're right or wrong. And if you want hints, I can give you some hints. But otherwise, you missed the game, and that's okay. No worries whatsoever for that. But yeah, if you want to play, we could still do it that way, which is fun. All right, I am stopping this build though because the 5th bag is the polar bear, and I promised Philip that he could build the polar bear. No worries, no worries. I'll just show you what it was. So here's the train that I was working on just now. It's got the 4 cars on it. The last 2 cars we still have yet to build, and I'm gonna wait to build those with Philip because I promised him that he could build some of it too. So he'll get to build out the polar bear and the last one, which I love because it's like a little gift box, which is fun. But we have built this one, and let me just show you. I'm going to curve this down so you can see. Watch what happens when you move it. It might be hard to tell, but this is raising up and down. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. But yeah, this whole section goes up and down as it goes through. And then this will connect to this guy here, like so. Yay! So that'll pull all of that. And then we have this little adorable build that has a table runner on it with the red. And it has a 3D printed train that also does the same thing that we just saw the big train do. So let me show you that. So we'll go down here so you can see. So when you push it, you might be able to see that little white puff of smoke moving. Chugga, 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 chugga. Yeah, super, super cool. And when it spins, you can see the wheels also spinning too. Really, really cute. I love that little piece. I think it's fun that Lego introduced this 3D printed element in here. I hope that means that they will just sometimes introduce like a silly little 3D printed element into sets, but that it won't end up actually replacing anything of significance, because I love ABS and Lego bricks the way that they are, and I don't want to see 3D printed sets. So, which I don't think they would ever go that route. So that's what we built so far. We also have, there's this little bench. There are some toys. So we have a crane, which is cute. And we have this little pirate ship, which is really cute. And we have this little helicopter, which honestly, I love this little helicopter. I think it's adorable. I love how they used the upside down dish for the propellers. And then so far we have 3 minifigures, and I think there's a 4th one coming. So we've got these 3 friends, and they all have different prints on their torsos, which is fun. This one has really cool stitching details that are like gold on that, on the overalls, or silver, I think. This one has a nice little jacket that has like those fun, you can see the 4 fun, what do you call them? Like button type things, closures. And then this one is a nice puffer jacket, which I just think is really pretty. Great colors for these. So yeah, I love the mini builds. I think this is a really nice little set. So thanks all for joining the live. Jody, here we go with the surprise word. No place, or surprise phrase, no place like home. So I had to do something Wicked themed because, of course, the movie is out right now, or is out officially tomorrow, but I know a lot of people have been able to see early screenings, and we'll be able to see it soon. But yeah, it's really, really cute. Or not really, I was reading your comment. It's really, really fun. And No Place Like Home is the name of the song that they added to the second film or one of the 2 songs they added to the second film. And I won't say any more than that since that was already announced. Thank you. Of course, had to go with pink and green, and I did the white and black too, which is fun. So in part because they already had the white letters built, so or most of them. So I was able to build just the black letters when I did this before. I jumped in. Thanks again for joining, y'all. It was really fun. I'm going to be having a lot of live streams over the course of December because I have a ton of review sets that just came in now that we're back from New York, and now that I'm done with my Wicked project, which you will see the big reveal of tomorrow. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to see. I think it's tomorrow on Instagram, and then there will be some other stuff on YouTube coming out in the next couple of weeks. So really, really fun stuff. And I cannot wait to hear your feedback and opinions and thoughts on the experience. It was just magical, like truly, truly a dream come true. Today, though, the core focus was building out this adorable Lego Insider set. This set has 150 pieces. It is not for sale. It is using Lego Insider's points. It should be available this weekend. I think starting on the 22nd. I will update the description as soon as I know. I have to actually watch a video that has the information in it. So sorry, I can't just like quickly look it up right now, but I believe it will be available in the Insider's Rewards on the 22nd and 23rd for 2,400 points, which is 2,600 points, I think, would be $20. So this would be like $17.50, $18, about somewhere around there. I think I approximately would be the value of it. I love it. I think it's adorable. This is one that I would have selected for sure with my Insider's points. I usually like to save my Insider's points to use as cash off of sets instead. But this would be a situation where I probably would have used it because anything Classic Space has my heart. So anyway, thanks again for joining. I will be doing another word game in December. I might even do 2. We'll see. So stay tuned for those. And if you like me combining the word games with review builds, I may continue to do it multiple times. It depends on how much time I have because it does take time to build these letters. And with the review sets that we have, there's a lot of really cool stuff that I get to share with y'all. So I'd rather make sure that I'm focusing on those sets and also on really building out our winter village so that we can enjoy having that up for the holidays. But anyway, love y'all. Thanks again for joining. You're the best. And let me know as soon as you've seen Wicked for Good. I want to hear from you about your thoughts and I want to talk with you about it. So text me or message me or whatever, and we can chat about how it was. All right, y'all. Oh, and one last thing. On our New York trip, I had to get something that I felt kind of represented the fun from the trip and was like capturing it all together. So Philip and I looked for, we always try to get ornaments on our trips, but we looked for an ornament that was Wicked themed, that wasn't just the Wicked Broadway one, because we already have that one. And there was a really cool ornament that's a little playbill of Wicked that was stitched. It was like hand stitched. And so we got that as the ornament. And then I got this as my shirt. So it's not actually a Wicked sweatshirt, but I saw it and I thought it was adorable and loved it and how it's pink and green. So it just felt like the right thing to have, the right cozy thing to have to remind me of my trip. So wonderful, wonderful time. And again, cannot wait for you all to see everything. I'll have some additional footage that I can share after the official footage shares from Lego. So I have to wait until then. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it'll be shared tomorrow. Okay, that's all. Big hug, everybody. Build kindness. Love y'all. See you soon.